Hey VC, I just got back from a trip to Atlanta for the Shaky Knees Music Festival this year, and I found the Third Man Rolling Record Store, and I'm going to show you what I got. Now the way the Rolling Record Store works, as I'm about to show you in this little clip, is they have a whiteboard that they'll write on there and say what limited edition variants of stuff they have. Oftentimes it's already sold out. But I wanted some of the tri-color Jack White singles, those already sold out. But I pretty much got whatever limited edition stuff I could that I liked. And some of the stuff I didn't know beforehand, but I found a quiet part of the festival grounds, looked them up, and listened and really liked them, so I got them. The first thing I got was Midwest Farmer's Daughter by Margot Price. I saw Margot Price in Denmark at the Roskilde Festival, and I was absolutely blown away. I had heard a little bit about her. I knew she was on Third Man. I knew she was a country artist, but she just absolutely floored me. And this is an awesome, awesome album. Hurtin' on the Bottle is probably like the big hit off here. But, I mean, every track is just pure dynamite, and she puts on a hell of a live show. She does a lot of great covers, too, in person. And yeah, this is just a black vinyl reissue. Pretty standard, but it is pretty sweet. It comes with this little insert that with all of her thank yous, and you open it up, it's got all these song lyrics and all sorts of stuff in there. Pretty sweet. One of the bands I didn't know about beforehand was the Henchmen. This is a reissue of their 1998 album, Hentch-forth with Jack White, pre-White Stripes, and this is on pink vinyl, which is pretty beautiful. This was apparently reissued last year, but I found it, in the Rolling Record Store a few weeks ago. Now each day as they sell out of stuff, they'll put new stuff up on the whiteboard, and so it's constantly changing. And I happen to be walking by as they just put up signed copies of Lily Mae's 2017 album Forever and Then Some. This is just a standard pressing on black vinyl. You can get it pretty cheap. I got this one specifically because it was signed. Otherwise I would have gotten it off eBay or Discogs or something, but I mean, she is awesome. A great fiddle player, and yeah. It also comes with this little booklet. It just talks about the album and songs and all that jazz. Pretty rad. Now in addition to those 12-inch albums, I also got a few 45 singles. I got 3 Tamla reissues originally released in 1959. Third Man Records re-released these in 2015, I believe, and they're all on yellow vinyl. So first up we have Money and Oh I Apologize by Barrett Strong. Then we have Solid Cinder and I'll Never Love Again by Chico Leverett. And last we have Ichiban No. 1 and Cool and Crazy by Nick and the Jaguars. I must say I really like the yellow on yellow vinyl and label on these 3 reissues. That's pretty cool. And I also really like the vintage style sleeve for these reissues. Now my favorite thing I picked up has to be this next thing, but there's a little backstory. So I walk up on the first day of the festival. They've sold out of all the Jack White tri-colored singles and, a lot of the other stuff that I was interested in. And they happen to have these like menus where you could look at the albums and the artists that were on the label and whatnot that the Rolling Record Store might have, and ask for them, and they'll give them to you. Well, one of the albums they had was the one I got, Midwest Farmer's Daughter by Margot Price. So I walked up to the window, I asked the lady for it. She brought it to me and she said, alright, I want to show you something really cool. She said this was released last year and they sold out of them, but found one in a box, stuck between some albums in a corner, and had no idea they had any copies left. So She said she was gonna put it in the window several days ago, but decided not to because she wanted to wait until someone asked for a Margo Price album so she could know it was going to someone who actually cared about the artist and not just because it was a cool collectible thing. So of course I asked about, Midwest Farmer's Daughter. She brought me that album, told me that, and I said, well, what's the other thing? Now you piqued my interest. And it was Margo Price's Weakness EP from, I believe, this one is from August of last year. I think the other one is from July, just the black vinyl version. This has a screen printed cover, and it's on, the lady there said, at Margo Price's request, pot green vinyl. And I am very, very stoked to have this. There's 245s and these little jukebox tags. I think it's supposed to come with two, one for each 45. This one only has one, but this is, I got this for super cheap. I think this was $25, and someone's selling one on Discogs for $100. So I'm not gonna complain about it missing that one thing. Not that I'm ever gonna sell it anyway. But yeah, very rad, and very stoked that I found these things, and that this lady actually found this for me and was willing to sell it to me. So all in all, the Rolling Record Store is pretty sweet. If Jack White's playing at a date near you, look up the Third Man Rolling Record Store. I'm pretty sure they have a Facebook, I'm pretty sure they have an Instagram, all that jazz, and I'm pretty sure they follow him around to all the dates he's playing, and they'll park at, the venue or at a nearby record store or whatever for, a couple hours before the show usually, and just sell rare, random B-stock or limited edition stuff that they have. So thanks for watching. I'm sure a lot of you expected to see like White Stripe stuff or Jack White stuff or stuff like that, but they were sold out of all the limited editions of all of that, and I figured I could just pick up the standard black versions of those on, eBay or Discogs if I don't already have them. So I wasn't too worried about getting those. I mainly wanted to get stuff that was super rare or super limited edition, and yeah, I'm very, very pleased with my selections. So thanks for watching, and keep an eye out for the Third Man Records Rolling Record Store.